Hello. Okay, well, back to the puzzle. I gotta wait for the doggies to all have a little lie down and dragging their toes. I just had a counseling appointment, and it is so nice to talk to someone who gets it. And not only do they get it, but they can make me understand how to perhaps understand my own self a little bit differently, and if not actually more kinder. I think that, again, either in this video or in one of the videos, I have said, my opinions on, do I think people change, all of that. Nonetheless, it is really nice being able to kind of be shown, like, if you do this, you will end up feeling like this. And I think at the beginning, maybe some people are like, oh no, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I can't push counseling on anyone. I have certainly gotten my fingers wrapped over that, over people just getting so upset that I suggest counseling. But in order to be true to myself, I have to preach what I believe in. It's up to you if you're going to go to counseling or not. I mean, you are your own person. However, if you are on the cusp and you can get yourself a good counselor, like, if I don't understand what the hesitation is. If your car is broken, you take it to the shop. When it's tax time, you go to an accountant. If you have a toothache, you go to the dentist. Like, why? Why is mental health always viewed as something different, like something to be scared of, something this, something that? I feel not 100% today. As I've discussed, I had a bit of an awkward situation at the beach recently, and it totally just like rocked me. It, what was really irritating at my time at the beach was that it didn't seem like I was being listened to. And so here I am on my own personal time trying to, figure out stuff, figure out life, figure out what's going on in my head, do this, do that. And then just to like be bothered by someone who won't even like listen to you. And it was just so friggin' awkward. Like, there's no other way for me to describe it. It was just awkward. And sure, I can already hear some of you, oh, you should have said something and blah, blah. But like, what do you say when you're alone and it's a very private area? And, I've been unfortunate to witness some really sad parts of humanity. And so, of course, those memories will always stick in my mind and make me more cautious to be assertive to someone. Because, listen, if you're not listening to me say, I don't want to talk about that, or, could we, move on the topic, and you're still not listening, well, if I, tell you I'm not interested, like romantically, I don't think that that person would listen. And two, I don't really want to know the reaction they would have if they felt that they were being, if they felt that they were being, what's the word? I guess put off. Like, I don't know what the word is, but it's just miserable. And so what's nice is through, I just had some counseling, and through that I'm kind of able to learn, you know, what I could have done differently. And I'm probably not going to ever discuss, well, I know I'm not going to discuss what I could have done differently, because my situation is very dependent on the advice I was given was very dependent on my situation, and every situation is different. So all I'm saying is that it's really crappy to feel unsafe, even if you're in a public space. And I just wish that things, you know, were not like that, because it's exhausting. It's one thing if you have the mentality or the resiliency, if you will, to kind of be like, okay, whatever, it's fine. Like, but two or 3 days later, I'm still reeling at about how uncomfortable I was made to feel. And it's just like, it was so bad that, I don't know, I forget if I've already said this or not. It was so bad that even, some other people around were like, you know, do you need, like, are you good? Like, we can tell that this is unwanted. And I just honestly felt too nervous to really say how I was feeling, because I'm giving off all of the signs that I am not interested, please leave me alone, and they're not picking it up. And then they're telling me this and that and da 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 da, and it's just like, okay, so everything that you're saying, what I'm hearing is that you don't support women's rights, and you this and you that, and you believe that, you know, you're correct, and you this and you and it's just like, you know what? In that specific situation, I had to weigh out the risk. And the risk of me not, how do I say this? The risk, listen, if you get it, you get it, because I don't know how to articulate it. But if you understand that sometimes it is riskier to say something, then you get it. And if you don't, well, good for you. I hope you never have to understand that lesson, because that's a hard lesson to have to learn. So, okay. I don't know what that goes to. Okay, so one green. Then I have the lion here. What green does that go to? That must go. No, that goes that way. Does that? Gosh, it's so hard to see. And I liked doing the puzzles out in the greenhouse. However, the camera kept heating up, and I couldn't get it done. And then, yeah, it was just one headache after another. So, nonetheless, that green must be. No, it can't go like that. Okay, green with red, but there's no silver there. I really don't know what that one. Okay. I'm struggling with this one. There. Back to the sorting pile, I guess. Alright. Any little bits of green? So yeah, guys, honestly, I think it's gonna take me like a few days to kind of recover from just feeling so overwhelmed and so like, let's just say that I have done a very good job at creating a nest of safety for myself. And so when I have situations that obviously I cannot control and make me feel very unsafe, I find it takes me like days to come down off of that abnormal feeling, because yes, I may have felt like that in the past, but I've done a very good job in trying to no longer feel like that. So it is a familiar feeling, because if you think that you are going to work healthcare and never feel like scared or stressed or challenged or overwhelmed or inundated or like whatever, then think again. But yeah, it takes me like a few days to like kind of come down off of feeling crappy like this. And so I don't know how to, I don't know. It's just, it's a hard feeling because, then I get nervous. Like, is it going to get into blame the victim? Like, oh, well, you should have said something. You should have, okay. But again, like, when you are that concerned that the person is not listening already, is it wise to upset that person and say, like, I am not interested? Or, is it better, just that specific incident at the beach, is it better to just kind of sit there and, I guess, just hope that it stops? Like, I don't know what the answer is, but I do know that I didn't like feeling like that. And, yeah, it's a crappy way to feel, man. Like, and I don't know, it's just like, I could never make someone feel like that. And if I have in the past, well, obviously I never meant to, and I'm sincerely sorry. But it's just like someone's trying to force a connection. Like, there is no common, what's the word, dualities? Like, there's no common interest. And so it's just like, just leave me alone. Like, this connection's not going to happen. So, yeah, so it's going to take a few days to feel better off of this one, I think. So if you've ever experienced what I've experienced, then you get it. And if you haven't, well, okay, you haven't, but I think you should be very cautious about making judgments on an experience that you've never had, because it's very easy to say, I would have, I this, I that, blah, blah, until you're in that exact situation. So just please be kind with your judgment, if there is any judgment, and perhaps there won't be. I'm going to have to take a break from the green. There you go. God, I feel like I'm back in wintertime. I no longer. I did have the house on air conditioned mode, and because I hadn't really been inside and the dogs have been inside, so of course I wanted to be comfortable for them. And so now I'm sitting here frozen in like sweatpants, sweatshirt, and another layer underneath. Oh my. But the rain did stop, so that's good. I think it's supposed to be nice tomorrow. What to do, eh? Do you want to talk about another awkward topic? Why not? Okay, so how am I going to talk about this one? So what I think is really interesting. Oh, nice. Oh, this is coming along very well. What I think is really interesting is that okay, so I have gone online, right? Okay. What I find interesting is that some people have, there we go. Gosh, sorry, I was just trying to figure out where that puzzle piece goes. I was like, I know it's a connect there somewhere. I have gone online. Some people have made comments to me, please be kind. No other comments, just, and what I find interesting, be kind about what? Like, do you know what I mean? Because I think that, like, I wish that they would have continued their sentence, because I just don't understand. Be kind about what? I'm talking about stuff that affects me. If it affects other people and we kind of bring that to light, well, isn't that a good thing? So then less people feel alone. But yeah, I always found that comment really interesting. Just be kind, because one, I think I'm quite kind, and two, I think that by me wanting to have a channel where I put myself out there, I think it's ridiculous to try and stifle whatever I want to talk about. I didn't appreciate the comment. I think that the comment just showed how into themselves that person may have been feeling at that specific moment, because I don't know, it's a hard thing as a creator. As I said, I'm trying to build a platform for mental health, and I'm loving it. But yeah, of course it presents its challenges, and like, of course, things that happen in my life are going to probably end up being discussed at some point. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but at some point, yep, probably will come up for discussion. So I guess my question is, be kind. Well, how about just don't give me anything to want to talk about? Like, you know what I mean? Because, listen, if I wanted to, do spill the tea and like do a tell-all, I have more material than Hollywood, and I could really, like, I could really shed some tea, just so we're clear. But I think I have enough class that I know things will just get worked out another way. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is the only way I can go through life. Because I just think otherwise, like, oh my gosh, like, because I feel like I get bad luck a lot of the time. And whether you believe in luck or not, but it's just like, man, oh man, like sometimes I'm like, I just want to get ahead. And so, where was I going with that thought? But yeah, I struggled for a long time with that comment of just be kind, because I'm such a people pleaser and I bow down to authority. So by saying something like that, well, that just makes me, now nervous that what I'm saying is being analyzed, and what I'm saying is this, and what I'm saying, and it's just like, man, oh man, like, back off. Like, honestly, back off. I have enough stress without having to worry that someone else is getting upset over something I said. Yeah, just back off. And if that's a little bit too aggressive for anyone, well, is what it is. Then I guess you better find a new channel. I'm tired of feeling crappy about myself just so someone else can feel good about themselves. Ooh, that's a dangerous world to live in. I can guarantee you that. And I'm learning that I really like to do that for some reason, to make other people feel better. So I need to learn how to be okay if someone else is not okay. I have to learn. I really want to learn how to disengage with someone, because like sometimes people, the stuff they say to me, and I'm like, I could not think more polar opposite than you if I tried. But of course they don't get it. And it's just like, man, oh man, oh man, just like leave me alone. Anyway, but yeah, so I really thought about that comment, be kind, like be kind to you, be kind to myself, be kind to others. Like, what does that comment even mean? Like, be kind. So yeah, I just, I don't know, I'd rather take the mentality of, hey, you found something that makes you feel a lot better about yourself and is probably helping other people. So whatever you need to do, and I support you in any which way. That would have been amazing to hear. I don't know why it's so hard to like get that type of a reaction instead of be kind. Okay. It's like, I've always liked Taylor Swift. And just wow, what a phenomenal singer. And she says, who's afraid of little old me? Apparently you should be, I guess, because if when I hear the phrase, when I hear the sentence be kind, well, that implies that I'm not. That implies that I'm about to do something that is unkind. That implies that I have a history of being unkind. That implies like that sentence implies a lot. That phrase, that those two words, be kind. So I won't get into the context that they were said, but yeah, it's just, I think it's interesting when people think about themselves but don't take ownership of what they've done. So like, I don't know, let's say, I don't even know what to say. Like, you know, I can't give you an example. Like, somebody, what? You know, somebody does this and then makes someone else feel crappy. Well, you know, I don't need to make you feel good that you made me feel bad. That I'm done with. I could not be more done with that if I tried. It just doesn't seem worthwhile to me anymore to always like make someone else feel better, because like I'm sitting here feeling crappy about myself, and it just shouldn't be that way. It doesn't have to be, so it just shouldn't be, you know? But it's upside down. Where is this one? Maybe it goes. Oh yeah, it goes that way. Okay. There we go. I knew that went some way. I just didn't know which way. It's a nice picture, but it's a nice picture, but yeah, I probably wouldn't get this brand of puzzle again. Gosh, you know when you have a puzzle piece and you are just so convinced it goes somewhere, but it doesn't actually go there, but oh my gosh. I know I discuss that every single time, because every single time it's true. Just like, just go. Now, this is something not mental health related, but does anyone else notice? Anyone else notice how the online streaming platforms, whether it be Disney, Netflix, whatever, anyone else notice how they're starting to only release one episode per week? So that type of TV entertainment was incredibly prevalent when I was younger. And then the internet went into, a whole season being released out on television. Well, I miss when the whole season was introduced on television, just because I really struggle to wait for stuff, especially when we now know that we don't necessarily have to wait. Like, you know, shows can get produced and released all in one go. I don't know exactly the details, but I'm just saying, like, you know, that rough idea of like that's how it actually can go. But yeah, I'm just like, what the heck? Like, you go to watch a show and it's really good, and it's like, oh, next week it's like, ah, nuts. Like, I feel like if we're gonna commit to one style, we should just stick with it instead of like flip flopping all over the place. But nonetheless, might have to move on from the green, I think. Don't know where that one goes. That's not that. Okay. Oh, I bet you go there though. Ta-da! Nice. Okay, green with. There. Do ya? No. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. But I bet you're gonna line up somewhere in here. Oh, come on, man. Thought that would line up a little bit and that would make a really nice connect, but apparently not. Apparently not. I'm stressed because I am shaking my leg so bad. I must say, I do think this is one puzzle that I probably would pull. Yeah, see, that's why, because that's not a match. But this will be, no, darn it. Ah, there we go, no. Oh my gosh, there we go. There's the beeping match. Is it? Yeah, but now where do you go? So if you don't go like that, well then you'll come over this way, I think. Yeah, okay, good. So then, this one here? No, but it's gonna be a different one. Okay, green. No. 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 No, it's got hair on the top. Not the line though. Green. No. Like, I know it's green, I'm trying to see, but okay, she's up there. He's right there. Which makes that, oh nice. That was a good connect. Okay, which makes this one, oh, this is this guy. Oh, okay. Here's a nice connect. Yeah, I see these pieces. It's hard to make the connects. Ooh. Okay, well, board's coming together, I guess. So, you're this guy. Okay, so you're like that. Okay, good. So there. Okay. And this is why I think it's important to push through a lot of the time, because I think that, you know, easy to give up, so easy that I'm talking just puzzles. But if you keep going, I think that you will be pleasantly surprised. Now, saying that, I did just box up the last puzzle. If you're an avid puzzler and you know that like this puzzle is going to stress you out, I don't know, I just think like, you know, just wait for another day, wait till you're a little bit more ready to kind of hit those levels of stress, because while puzzling should provide you some mental stimulation, it should not make you in tears. And I'm not kidding. If I would have stayed in that puzzle, the grayscale one, oh yeah, I would have absolutely been in tears. Because it just, again, my resiliency, that may seem silly to you, but my resiliency is so low that it doesn't actually take much to kind of knock the wind out of my sails, but it takes a long time for me to pick back up again. I did post, here's something I can talk about. I did post a video where I was crying. That got some immediate attention, which I thought was so interesting. And yeah, it's just like, how do I say this? Let me think. I just think it's interesting because I don't know how to say this. I don't know if I should say it. I just think it's interesting because, like, I appreciate the people reaching out, but it's like, I'm okay this very second, but like, I don't know, like day to day, it's just, you know, the hardest, I know I've already said this now, whether it got posted or not, the hardest question you can ask someone with mental health is, how are they doing? So if you want a question to get rid of immediately that would provide someone in your life, I bet you, with some relief, stop asking, how are you doing? I don't really know the proper way to phrase that, because I know you may feel like you have to ask something. However, just realize that that is like such an impossible question to answer, because like, well, you could see in if you watched it, the video, yeah, like I'm crying, not actively like horribly I'm not actively crying like I can in the past or have in the past. However, I thought that it would be a really good idea to post that video just to show that even though usually I'm like, hey guys, how's it going? Like blah blah. Some days, nope. Some days it is really, really, really hard. Like, ooh. Yeah. And if you get that, oh man, it's just the worst, eh? But you know, that's why I like to really try and stay on top of my mental health, and just be able to even like regulate my emotions just by a quick check-in and be like, oh, like, you know, because even myself some days I'll be like, oh, you are cranky today, or you're angry today, or oh wow, you're really sad, or of course, you know, oh, you're in a really good mood today, and that's so great. So I think it's just about trying to always be aware of your own emotions before other people are, because then you can save yourself a lot of headache and time.